After 7 days of redistricting talks and delays, it looks like we could soon know what the state's congressional lines would look like.
Yeah, two versions of the same map from the House and the Senate are headed to the governor's desk this evening.
THV 11's Mercedes McKay is joining us live from the Capitol this evening. Mercedes, we have the maps, we have a COVID bill, but getting here was not easy, my friend.
Marlisa, you're exactly right about that. Right now, 7 days later, we have 3 bills at the governor's desk. Those 2 identical maps that were passed this morning and the one COVID-19 bill that was voted on yesterday. So with all of this together, it seems as though the session should be wrapping up, but that's easier said than done.
Senate will come to order.
It's a session that some Arkansas lawmakers are describing as the most challenging one yet.
Anytime you go to messing with anybody's Senate or congressional lines, it becomes real personal.
But it wasn't just the redistricting talks. For some, frustrations came from discussing bills completely unrelated to the state's congressional lines.
It has evolved into a COVID session. We were not called here to relitigate how we feel about COVID. We were called here to draw maps.
And 7 days in, 2 possible options were chosen, but it didn't go down without a fight.
I'm very concerned about what happened with the redistricting maps being passed.
Both maps split Pulaski County into 3 U.S. House districts, breaking up portions of the county among the 1st, 2nd, and 4th congressional districts. It's that split that has several lawmakers, including Representative Andrew Collins, worried.
Depending on where you live in the county, your member of Congress is going to be different. I think that's going to be very difficult for people in Pulaski County.
For those who voted yes, like Representative David Ray, he believes the map is fair and says no map is going to make everyone happy.
I think a lot of what's going on in there is just, a lot of theatrics, frankly, people trying to get worked up over lines that are really going to change not a whole lot.
But the heated debates weren't just over the maps on Thursday. Senator Kim Hammer continued to fight for his COVID-19 bill, asking for an emergency clause. But getting it into effect immediately ultimately failed.
Without the emergency clause, the next 90 days, it's kind of fair game on anybody that, that company, hospital, whoever wants to fire.
Well, it seems as though everything should be tied up at this point.
It has been a most interesting session. It has been a most unproductive session. It has been the session from hell.
Lawmakers voted against wrapping things up just yet. It's the latest challenge that has some worried.
Maybe we're calling the roll every time that we come in just so that the public knows that everybody's here to do this business that you all are getting paid for and want to stay here.
Now, related to those bills that are on the governor's desk, he told us in a statement that'll look them over and make a decision next week. The House reconvenes at 9 and the Senate at 10 tomorrow morning. Live at the Capitol, Mercedes McKay, THV 11 News.